Hey everybody, welcome back. We are here today with another mascara review. Are you ready? If you are new here, then keep on listening. If you are not, go grab yourself a snack, grab yourself a drink, do what you gotta do. I have a whole mascara review playlist. I've reviewed so many at this point. I will link it down below and at the end of this video. And in this video, you will see what the mascara looks like with one coat. You will see what it looks like with two coats compared to my naked eye with nothing on it. You will also see an up-close shot of the wand and an up-close video shot of the wand coming out of the tube so that you can kind of see the wand up close and the formula and how thick or thin it is and how it looks with that. You will also see my favorite mascaras. They're drugstore and high-end, and that way you can see if I like my lashes to look like that with those mascaras, then that may be why or why not I don't or do like the mascara that I am currently reviewing. So let's get right on into this. The one that we are going to talk about today is the MILK Makeup Kush Mascara with cannabis oil. Now listen, the gimmick is real with this. I guess it does certainly appeal to a certain audience. And I guess if you just really want to buy a product just because it has that in it, for the cool factor or something, go ahead and do your thing. But I am certainly more concerned with how does it actually perform. This mascara does come in only one color. You can get it at Sephora and I'm sure other places. If I can find them, I will link it down below. But of course, where I got mine from is Sephora. It does come in two sizes, the travel size, which is $12, and the full size, which is $24. It does say that this is a volumizing mascara, but that you will also get length and curl with it. Now, it does say that this has heart-shaped fibers on the wand, and I have looked up close, real up close at these things, and I can't really tell that they're heart-shaped. They definitely do seem thicker, the actual bristles, than most mascara wands, so perhaps that contributes to it. It does say that the shape of the fibers does allow more mascara to be held onto each fiber, which can then build onto your lashes clump-free, flake-free, long-lasting, and hold your curl. So does it live up to those claims? Yes and no. So let's talk about this mascara. This is what it looks like coming out of the tube. There is quite a bit of product that does load up onto it, and there is of course that extra little dollop that you will see down here. There are little teeny tiny fibers in here. You will see that up close whenever I show you what the formula looks like, but for all intents and purposes it doesn't really apply like a mascara that has fibers in it. Typically a mascara like that, I will get a little bit of irritation if I get it too close to the base of my lashes because the fibers will poke in. So these don't seem to be super pokey fibers. I didn't get any irritation on my eye with that, so that is great if you are somebody that does get irritation like that from a fiber mascara. The formula is pretty thick and creamy. It's not necessarily one of those thick, dry formulas. It is quite moist in the liquidity of it, but it's not a hard to work with formula. However, you guys know that I love me a one coat mascara. I've talked about this a lot of times. A mascara that I love has to perform really well with one and two coats. And for me, with one coat, I just feel like it was kind of lackluster. It was okay. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't great. It was just, there's my lashes. So I don't feel like it's great as a one coat mascara. I will say that Sephora on their website does have several pictures, if you scroll through, of what it looks like on real people's eyes with no mascara and then with the mascara. Some of the pictures it looks like it has two coats or three coats. Some it shows one coat. So there is a little bit of variation in there that you can see. And I do feel like those don't look like they're retouched or wearing falsies or inserts or anything like that. Inserts? Individual lashes. So I do applaud them for being truthful in their advertising with that. But I feel like either my lashes are just different than some of those people, or they were able to finesse it more or something, but I feel like some of them looked decent and some of them looked not so decent, and mine I feel like were just kind of middle of the road. I think that this is one of those mascaras that, depending on your lash type and your lash goals, you may or may not like this mascara. So just take a look at the end result pictures and see for yourself if you would like to try it or not. But for me, with the one coat, just kind of meh, not great, not terrible. This wand is also quite large and in charge. It is, whenever I open my eye up wide, it takes up pretty much the entire space of my eye. And it is kind of like a, they call it a tree shape, but I feel like it's kind of just like a tapered cone. But it's not a terrible wand, and it's one of those traditional like bristly wands instead of silicone. Now, going in for the second coat, I feel like that's where things go a little bit awry. It doesn't look terrible, but it does have a tendency to get a little bit clumpy on me, which it does say that it's clump free. But I think that the main issue with that is the wand. The bristles are very, very close together. Let's look at them again. Super close together, very, very densely packed. And you will see this in the up-close shots of the wand also, but it's just, they're very densely packed in there, and they're also kind of a little bit intermingled, which I do typically like in a wand because it allows the fibers to grab onto your lashes and pull them through. But this one, there's so many of them and they're so close together that I feel like it doesn't give you enough of a comb ability to really get there and comb out the clumps that you might get. Another issue that I had with it is that since I am right-handed, I feel like going on my right eye, it went okay, but then going on the left, it got quite messy up top. And I had to, like, you know, go in and fix that every single time that I used it. So I don't love that, but I mean, I can't blame them too much for that because, I mean, that's me, you know, that's me not being ambidextrous. But, you know, I know some people can go like this and do it. I'm not great at doing that. So I just typically, you know, go in the exact same way. And then if I have to, I'll hit the inner lashes like this, but I just can't do all of my lashes going like this because it's just so unnatural to me. So just be aware of that. This isn't one of those wands that translates easily from one side to the other if you are going just straight over like that. But if you're ambidextrous, or you can easily do it this way, hey, no problem for you. So with the two coats, it's just kind of a little bit clumpy. You do get some length. I feel like the volume is almost too much because of the clump factor. It's not, on me, a super flattering type of volume, but whenever I do curl my lashes, it did hold all day. I had no problem with them falling down, but that's usually not a problem that I have with most mascaras anyway. So overall, I feel like this was a very middle of the road to just under middle of the road mascara for me. It was okay. It was solidly average, with the caveat that there is that clump factor. But maybe if you had more time to finesse it, or if your lashes are more sparse than mine, because mine are short, well, short-ish, but I have quite a few of them, I do sometimes get that clump issue because my lashes are pretty close together, whereas if you don't have quite as many lashes, you may not have as big of an issue with the clumping as I did. And I also had no smudging, no flaking, so that's great. So it did not do any of those, but the clumpiness, definitely a factor. So take a look at the final results of my lashes with two coats on it versus my naked eye, and see if that is something that you would be interested in trying. I do love that they offer a travel size of it that you can try for $12 rather than having to spend the $24 on the full size of it. I wish that every single high-end mascara would do that so that you could always try something for less. But sadly, a lot of them do not. And also take a look at my favorite mascaras. I have recently expanded that. You know, I had said before that, you know, 2 of them would be replacing my previous favorites, but I still love those previous favorites, so I just expanded it to include all 4 of my current favorite mascaras. But I do have several mascaras that I still love and enjoy, so check back through the old videos. So many of them I do like, so many of them I really hate. But currently I have probably, I don't know, at least 8 mascaras that I'm enjoying and still using right now. But the ones that you just saw are like my fave mascaras. The ones that I swear by. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it gave you some good information and some insight onto whether you should try this or not. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye.